Hostinger or Bluehost, two industry giants, but you only need one. Which website hosting company is the best for your website? Well, follow me on this little adventure to discover just how good or bad these providers actually are. Let's start my Hostinger versus Bluehost comparison. We of course start with money. As always, I recommend going with the starter shared hosting plans. The reason is that you can always upgrade it without any hassle. Price-wise, both providers start with similar deals. In fact, Bluehost costs a few cents less than Hostinger hosting. However, if we compare the resources you get, Hostinger hosting takes the lead with 100 gigabytes of storage space and the ability to host up to 100 websites. That's quite an extensive plan if you're just looking to host a single portfolio or blog. So Bluehost limits of one website and 10 gigabyte storage space might be more for you. The other extra features are similar: free domain name, free SSL certificate, unlimited bandwidth, and professional email accounts. Oh, and I left my special Bluehost and Hostinger discount links in the description, so you can get these plans even cheaper. Now let's talk about renewals. The prices you see now are promotional, meaning that they are only valid for the initial purchase period. After that, to renew your subscription, you have to pay the full price. That's why I always recommend going with the longest billing period. 4 years for cheap is much better than 1 for cheap and 3 for regular price. With Hostinger, the rule of thumb is simple. Take the current price and double it, or just check this fine print text under the Add to Cart button. Looking at the industry standard, which is around 2 to 3 times, this is pretty tame and customer-centric. Bluehost is a bit more aggressive with its renewals. The price for plans increased by around 3 to 4 times the regular rate. You might notice that Bluehost does it differently than Hostinger. The latter gives the best prices for the longest period, while with Bluehost you get the best price only with a yearly subscription. This works as a double-edged sword. If you're looking for a long-term solution, Hostinger will be way more affordable. If your project is shorter, Bluehost won't require a big investment upfront. And I also think that's also my conclusion for this section. Moving on. The first thing to know about security is that both providers offer the core tools and features. Your website gets 24/7 server monitoring, a free SSL certificate for that lock checkmark, and protection against DDoS attacks. The most important security tool, at least for me, automatic backups, are included with both providers. With Hostinger, it's simple. Cheaper plans have weekly and more expensive ones come with daily backups. Bluehost, on the other hand, gives daily automatic backups only on more expensive plans and only for a year. After that, get ready to pay a few bucks a month. If you don't want to, you can use third-party tools or manually do them through cPanel. But the thing to keep in mind about Bluehost, most of the free security features are free for 1 year, and then they have their separate monthly fee. In general, Bluehost has more security add-ons you can buy, while Hostinger packs seemingly everything. I'm a bit mixed on this. I like that you have the option to improve your project protection, but things like SSL and backups absolutely should be free, at least the basic versions. I'm sort of going with a tie here. Hostinger offers more security included, while Bluehost allows adding a lot extra, but requires a bit more money. Not gonna lie, ease of use is where Bluehost shines. Its dashboard is clean and minimalistic, showing only the most necessary information. Installing WordPress, updating plugins, improving security, or doing any regular tasks is quick and painless. Even more surprising is that even old internet wolves would like Bluehost, since it implements the use of the good old cPanel. Even I have to admit that Bluehost cPanel isn't as complex as a standard version. With all that praise out of the way, Hostinger's hPanel falls just shortly behind. Now, one thing that I have to mention about Hostinger, it's constantly improving, like constantly. I have to refilm parts of my videos just because they changed something. So the hPanel gets faster, more optimized, and more useful with every patch. You can even check the Hostinger roadmap for new updates. I don't know a lot of other providers that would take time to inform their users about these things. Ultimately, Bluehost is a bit better at controls since it caters to both total beginners and old school users, while Hostinger controls are a bit more complex, but hPanel is upgraded a lot, so who knows how this match will look after a year. Well, if you want to know that, you can subscribe to the Cyber News YouTube channel or check out the discount links below. Every engagement helps us out, so thanks. Now, I also want to cover website builders. Yes, we're talking about hosting, but honestly, throughout the last few years, builders have become better and more useful tools. For example, Hostinger includes its website builder with every plan and allows you to freely choose whether you want to create a website with WordPress or the builder. It's easy and modern, though can lack settings or elements. I rebuilt a few of my personal projects on Hostinger's website builder, so I don't have to worry about any updates or PHP versions. It's quite convenient. Switching to Bluehost. It's okay. First, they don't have a regular website builder. This one is based entirely on WordPress and its block editor. This isn't bad on its own, but there are a lot of free plugin alternatives, and frankly, they work better most of the time. Bluehost Builder is simple yet buggy at times. It can offer ways to vary your design more, but that's sort of where its powers end. Hostinger wins the website builder match. Let's analyze performance next, and here I want to compare both providers with the Google recommended speeds. Everyone wants to have better search engine optimization results, and loading within 2.5 seconds gives you that. Well, at least according to Google. I've created a new WordPress website with some demo content in it, and unsurprisingly, both Bluehost and Hostinger managed to load it faster than those 2.5 seconds. As for actual numbers, Hostinger took 1.3 seconds, while Bluehost was a bit slower and came in around 2 seconds. Now, I also want to make this clear. I didn't use any optimization tools that both Hostinger and Bluehost offer. So with a little bit of time, you can improve your project even more. Hostinger also scored a victory against Bluehost with performance. So while I consider both Hostinger versus Bluehost to be amongst the best web hosting providers, for me, Hostinger is just a smidge better. Don't get me wrong, Bluehost is filled with extra tools, a decent amount of resources, and one of the easiest dashboards out there. But Hostinger is faster, more affordable, and includes a full-on website builder. A winning combination in my book. So whichever provider you decide to go with, don't forget to use my exclusive discount links below. Thanks for watching my best hosting comparison video to the end. You can find a full Bluehost review or Hostinger review by subscribing to the Cyber News YouTube channel. And if you have any questions or just want to chat, leave a comment down below. Anyhow, I'll see you all next time. Bye.